Welcome to Newport Cove, one of Antioch's premier waterfront communities. Today I'm with Mike Shipman from Maki Construction on an estate lot in the neighborhood, lot number 30, which is for sale. Today Mike is going to talk to us about the building process. When you're building a home, it's important to work with a trusted builder, and Mike has built many homes in this community.
Well, thank you, Michelle. That was a great introduction, and I'm happy that you invited me to come out. I do think that Newport Cove is one of the premier neighborhoods on the chain. I love it here. I think the sense of community inside the development is amazing. The homes are individually identifiable and very unique from property to property. I have several under my belt here, probably 7 to 8 homes in here that have been built. And each one has been its own experience, and I'm happy to talk more about those and answer any questions you might have.
Many times I get phone calls from people saying, what's the process? Where do I begin? So what's the most common question, Mike, that people ask you?
Well, of course, there's 2 components. There's the property and then there's the building. I deal with the building. The property, you can come to Michelle and she'll give you all the good information about the lots, availability, and costs of those. But for building, that's kind of an open-ended question because no building is the same as any other building. Most of the time, they're specific for the person that we're building for. That person will have certain needs, maybe a 2-car garage, maybe a 3-car garage, maybe a walkout basement like here at lot 30, or maybe it's a flat lot. All of these have different cost implications into a building. So there's not one answer that I could say, this is how much it will cost to be in here. Some prices are more fixed. Well, septic costs, all of these can have more of a predetermined number for them. But an overall house package, we would have to start to say, number one thing, there's some pitfalls not to have happen. And that is just to run off and maybe hire a design professional and design me my dream house. Well, by the time you bring that to a builder and we price it out, sometimes the design and the budget are not in alignment. Right. That is a mistake because now you're going to have to repay to have drawings made which tune it closer to your budget. My first bit of advice would be consult a builder or some sort of a professional in the realm of home construction that can offer some more content about what you're about to get into. That would be step number 1.
So an architect, yes?
Architect in conjunction with the builder. Architects are responsible to bring forth your dream onto paper, but they don't have to justify the cost necessarily. Their world is design, and a builder has more relevance with cost.
So coming to you is step number 1.
Yes, good one.
Then step number 2, once you kind of go through all those things, what's the next process?
So once a person kind of has an overall collective idea of what the cost will be on what the project they're heading towards, you would enter into a small contract, which would be like a design and engineering and builder type contract. This will produce all of the documents that you will need for a building permit submittal. At that point, your building is officially bid out and you know, okay, I'm looking at these costs and a building contract is signed. From that point, you go to the building department and you wait for your permits. That's also a process that builder helps with. And once we get through all of those important things, we're ready to start digging and start building.
And in Newport Cove, there is a landscape and architectural review committee. When do you bring those people in?
So usually during the design process, it's nice to use them as a sounding board and say, is there anything here that you see that maybe isn't where you want it or how you want to see it? They've been very responsive, very good to work with. So one question, Michelle, that generally get asked right away is, how long is a building process? And my point of view is, there's kind of a two-pointed question. The design and permitting process, I'll tell people that's 3 to 4 months. And then from the time the shovel hits the ground to the time the house is complete, it's 9 to 12 months, depending on what kind of home it is. If it's a smaller ranch, 2-story, house, it's a 9-month process. If it's a more custom home, outside living areas, more things like that, it'll take a year.
Okay.
So together, I'm with the customer anywhere from 12 to 15 months.
So if they start now, we'll be in by fall.
That's right.
So that brings us to lot 30 and the estate lots. Give me a call if you want any information about the lot. I can give you a survey, show you the boundaries of the lot.
And I'm always available for questions. So anytime you have somebody that wants to call me, have them reach out. That'd be great.
Sounds great.